The solution would be martial law declared and the introduction of a one world government and army to fight this threat, which the one world government and the one world army is coming through that police state through the UN, the United Nations, and Interpol, the International Police, which your president, your beloved monkey-minded president, Barack Obama, signed into office through the Executive Order 12425, which gave total immunity to Interpol, which is the international police, to come in to do whatever they want and not to be held accountable for any of their actions. It says government and army to fight this threat to humanity. The idea was actually once voiced by the late President Reagan.
Oh, okay.
When he spoke about a cause needed to unite the world and suggested that that threat might come from outer space. Did Reagan know all about Blue Beam? You goddamn right Reagan knew about all about Blue Beam. All right, where you at, brother?
Right, I got Matthew's 24, and I was going to jump to 27.
Matthew 24, verse. Matter of fact, let's hit the other point first before we go to 27.
Okay, go back to 20.
I want to get the point 24.
Okay, 24.
Matter of fact, I'm sorry, brother. Start at 23.
Go back to 23. Okay. It says, then if any man shall say unto you, lo, here is the anointed, or there, believe it not.
Now you know what this means. This is part of it right now. All right. I mean, it happened before. You know, they're saying that this man is the anointed. This man is a man of the Lord. This man. But now you know even further what this is meaning. No. Then if that's what it says before, that said, and except those days shall be shortened, there shall no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake those days shall be saved. Then if any man shall say unto you, lo, here is the anointed, or there, believe it not. Go ahead.
For there shall arise false Christ.
Right, you see it in all these like Farrakhan. You see it in
Discomforter.
the Discomforter. I keep forgetting that bastard's name.
Isa.
Yeah, Imam Isa, the other bastard's name, the so-called Jew that claimed that he was Menachem Sneerson. If that's his name, you know, it might not be his name, but I believe that's his name. I always forget that bastard's name. You know, go ahead.
It says, and for there shall arise false Christs and false prophets, and shall show great signs and wonders. Right,
and they're going to show these great signs and wonders. They have done it now. They show you these different televangelists touching people's heads, hitting them with snotty snot rags, you know, dusty ass prayer rugs, and people just they all of a sudden they were in a wheelchair, now they can walk. You know, go ahead.
Then with the UFOs, they try to say that they caught a UFO. They got
Area 51.
Yeah, 51.
Which is bullshit, you know. You know, and this guy William Cooper, he was trying to plug that in, you know, which he was going off, you know. I mean, I don't know if he really believed that bullshit, but they killed him.
Yeah,
I don't know if he really believed that bullshit that they actually had aliens there, but he should have known that that was bullshit. All that research he did, he should have known that they don't have no chariots there, man. The chariots of the Lord, it tells you in the book of Ezekiel, the 1st chapter, that they move like lightning.
Yeah.
You know, they don't stop when they go. So how the fuck are they going to have a chariot crash? You know, all of a sudden, the Most High, his angel just lost control of the chariot, and it just crashed. And then here come Esau with one of them cheap-ass nets that you catch fish with, and they caught the alien, right? Get the fuck out of here, man. It's bullshit. Go ahead, brother.
Right. It says, insomuch that if it were possible, they should deceive the very elect.
It's so much if it was possible, they shall deceive the very elect. But they're not going to deceive the elect. Go ahead.
Behold, I have told you before. Wherefore,
go ahead.
If they shall say unto you, behold, he is in the desert, go not forth. Behold, he is in the secret chambers, believe it not.
Right, and that they've been doing that for the longest. You know, with Islam, with the Roman Catholic Church, and now even further now, you know, because they're gonna try to push them visions of you know, of the chariots of the Most High, of His Son, of the Virgin Mary. They've been doing that a lot too for the last I don't know how many years. The so-called Roman Catholic Church has been going around showing that there has been sightings of the so-called Virgin Mary. Blood dripping out of her eyes, and then among the Arabs, you know, I believe it was Spain or some of them areas over there, they call it Fatima, you know, different sightings of her, you know, which is all bullshit, man. It's just all set up to because the people the main thing that the people want is they want that liturgy, you know. They want something tangible and some type of story behind something before they can actually believe it and give themselves wholeheartedly over into something, you know. So they, with all those stories and all that bullshit, that's how people are gonna get fooled. But the Lord said that the elect would not be fooled. Go ahead.
Right, Con. It says, "For as the lightning cometh out of the east, and shineth even unto the west, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be."
Right. So in other words, when Yahushua comes, hold that, brother.
Revelation.
Right. When Yahushua comes back, it's gonna be evident.
They ain't gonna be making no mistakes.
Right. It ain't gonna be no mistakes. And this is how you're gonna know. Matter of fact, I'll come back to that. Go to our Revelation, first chapter. You know where to go.
Yep. Revelations chapter 1 verse 7.
Which just brings us into the you know, more into the lesson. You know, even though we might have to do a part 2 to this, because it's, you know, almost to the end of the lesson. But
Yeah.
but go ahead.
It's Revelations 1 and 7. "Behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him."
Right. Behold, he cometh with clouds. In other words, these clouds is talking about the chariots. And you know what, brother? We gotta do it. You know, get what you gotta get, put that on hold, and then give me Psalms. And I gotta pull up another.
Okay.
I gotta pull up another what you call it?
Okay, tab.
Yeah, another tab, because you know we're gonna try to move a little fast to get some of these scriptures up in here. Psalms
91.
104.
Oh, 104.
If you got, you know, you could bring out whatever you got in
Apocrypha.
in the Apocrypha and in Psalms 91. If you got something in Psalms 91, bring it out. But this is Psalms 104 and verse 3.
Con. Psalms 104 and 3. It says, it says, "Who layeth the beams of his chambers in the water, who maketh the clouds his chariot."
Right, who maketh the clouds his chariot. So when you read back here in Revelation, the first chapter, it says, "Behold, he cometh with clouds." What are these clouds? The chariots, the so-called UFOs, the wheel within a wheel, the fire enfolding within itself. You know, the roll. You know, you got more on that?
Yeah, Con. It says, Salaki, 1 second.
That's all right. You back in Psalms, right?
Yeah.
Psalms 104.
Yeah.
All right, gotta read that again.
It says, who is it? Who layeth the beams of his chambers in the waters? Who maketh the clouds his chariots? Who walketh upon the wings of the wind?
Right, go ahead.
Who maketh his angels spirits, his ministers of flaming fire?
Go ahead.
Who laid the foundation of the earth, that it should not be removed forever?
Go ahead.
Thou coverest it with